Good morning, true believers. John Delarose here. Delarose.com, that's DELARROZ.com. Head to the link in my description below and get a free graphic novel. If you're a fan of the character Wonder Girl, as in Donna Troy, you'll probably enjoy my Flying Sparks, which is the free graphic novel you'll get. It has 3 issues, absolutely free, and then you can go check out the rest of the books if you enjoy that. Please do. We're here to sell books and to create great content for you. I hope you'll enjoy it. And I've also got up on screen my AI Wars #1, which came out last week. Please check that out also. All right. Here we go. DC Comics launches Joelle Jones's Wonder Girl #1 in May with Yara Flor. This is the news of the day coming from bleedingcool.com. And DC is doing their Future State event, which we talked about a couple times already on the channel, and you've probably seen already. They're offering replacement characters for everybody's favorites, just like they always do with these sort of events. And of course, they are replacing, I guess you want to call them white characters, with minority counterparts who will be even better and even stronger and even perfecter than the white people, because that's what minorities always are, right? That's how it works. It's really ridiculous, and especially in the case of something like Wonder Woman, where if you look at it and you want to kind of scratch your head about how these Greek Amazon type of characters are going to be replaced with, quote, minorities, it's almost kind of an insult to Greeks, because Greeks don't really fit that whole white mold or whatever. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. None of these diversity plays ever make any sense at all. It's all about just trying to push that virtue signaling out there so they can give themselves golf claps for how diverse they are, even though everything they do is really anti-diverse at the end of the day. Everything they do is one direction, one thought process, one sort of look, one art style, one storytelling style. It's all very boring and hashed out and been done so many times before. Well, they always do these sorts of events and they stick them in a, quote, non-continuity. And they do that to try to test the waters to see how far they can go before you'll actually balk at things. And what they've got is another character which is going to be out of this continuity and is going to be brought into main continuity to replace the character. We saw this with Spider-Man with Miles Morales. They took the character in a different continuity. They said, "Why are you complaining? It's just in a different continuity. It's just somebody's vision of this." Ugh. And then, of course, as time goes by, they do everything they can to diminish the character of Peter Parker, who everybody loves, and replace that character with Miles Morales everywhere you go. It's happened so much in the Spider-Man continuity and in TV and film at this point that it's just kind of an ugly mess with the whole Marvel universe. Well, DC wants to take a play from their playbook. But the Marvel Now initiatives, when they did this exact same thing at Marvel, didn't work out. What it did was just tank Marvel sales across the industry. Nobody wanted to deal with this stuff. I don't know why Marvel and DC can't come up with new characters, come up with new ideas, but they seem unable to do so, so they're just trying to push these brands into these, quote, diversity whatevers all the time. Now, at least with Wonder Girl #1, or Wonder Girl, whatever you want to call it, at least Joelle Jones is a decent artist. I actually like looking at her art. I think she draws very pretty pictures. And so that does separate it from Marvel in one way. At least they've got somebody with a little bit of talent working on things. But it's the same playbook. It's going to lead to tired stories of navel gazing, where these characters don't do anything except for whine about the fact of their identities and the like. And we're just going to see a collapse of the DC universe on that level when all this stuff gets brought to fruition, which, believe me, it's going to just keep spiraling from here. Interesting to see how this goes, with DC already having distribution problems as it is. If you guys weren't aware, they pushed as their own distributors last year, and there's been failures in that so far. I know local comic shops in this area have been unable to get DC Comics for like the last 3-4 weeks. If you look on in-stock trades, they can't get some of their classic, beloved, awesome omnibuses or trade paperbacks in stock because DC has no way for you to purchase them or for their distributors to purchase them. It's crazy. So with all the distribution problems, you would think they wouldn't want to rock the boat too much with all this stuff. I think they're counting on an all-new #1 collector's edition variant cover, whatever, to try to propel them during this crisis, but that only lasts for an issue. And we'll see how this goes over time. I know that a lot of people are speculating as to the demise of DC altogether, and we can look forward to watching it burn. Oh well, let me know what you think about this. I'll talk to you guys soon. Hit that like and subscribe button. Bye.